We have a lot to get done, not a lot of time, and we have to get you ready. So, if you're going to start a journey, then you need to know where you're going, right? Fortunately, NASA has selected 4 possible destinations. First, there's the International Space Station. Did you realize that humans have consistently lived and worked aboard the ISS for more than 18 years? You're going to be making a lot of trips to and from this orbiting space laboratory for many years to come. Next is our closest celestial neighbor, the Moon. The last time we were there was 1972. There's still so much left to explore. You might want to visit a rogue asteroid or a comet. How cool would something like that be? And then there's Mars. We have our robots there scoping things out. Which of these destinations do you feel most closely lives up to NASA's mission of space exploration and discovery? Any ideas? Let's take a look and find out. Ooh, you're going to Mars. Now imagine standing on the red planet, millions and millions of miles away from the Earth, looking up into the sky to see a tiny blue speck where you were born. Before you can experience this moment, you have to answer 3 questions. Can you survive the long trip to Mars? How will you live on the surface of that planet? And can you return to Earth safely? Sounds pretty difficult, doesn't it? In fact, these are some of the most complex problems that humankind has ever had to tackle. NASA cannot do this alone. We're going to need your help. The trip to Mars is long and dangerous. We're not going to make it in one giant leap. We have to start with smaller steps first, and these other destinations will serve as a proving grounds to solving the challenges you'll face. Aboard the ISS, astronauts are conducting groundbreaking research to pave the way for the journey, and plans are in the works to literally redirect a nearby asteroid into orbit around our moon. Now, I know that sounds like science fiction, but you're going to use that asteroid to perfect the capabilities for your Mars mission. You might even find clues to the formation of our solar system there. And meanwhile, the moon will act as a perfect dress rehearsal for Mars. They both have far less gravity than the Earth, and they're both freezing. So, now you know where you're going, you need to figure out how to make that happen. So we're going to go ahead and bring up Mars real quick. And hold it there, because here's your launching point for this planet, Kennedy Space Center. Now, from out here, you get a sense of just how fragile and special our little planet really is. By exploring Mars, we might better understand our own home, our past, and our possible future. But before we can push beyond the boundaries of planet Earth, we have to push beyond the boundaries of our current science and technology. Microgravity is punishing on the human body. Your bones thin, your muscles shrink, your immune system weakens. We have to figure out how to keep you healthy on that trip. And even with our more powerful new rockets, you can't take everything with you that you'll need. You live off the land. Back to basics, learning to grow food, make water, build shelters. On the Earth, there are abundant resources to sustain life. On Mars, you have to conserve and reuse everything. And I mean everything. Now, all of these things are being done to help us get to Mars, but human space exploration isn't just about pushing boundaries. No. It fulfills a deep need to understand our world and to explore the nature and meaning of human life. It's also pretty awesome. We know where we're going. Let's see what NASA's doing today to help us get there. So, come across. There we go. Oh, that's too far. Ooh, almost pushed that one off the screen. Let's start here and put that one onto 1. This will go to 2. That one goes to 3. This one to 4. But I have something special for the big screen. You're here today during one of the most exciting times in NASA's history. Since retiring the Space Shuttle program in 2011, NASA has been transferring low Earth orbit space flights to the private sector through a program called Commercial Resupply Services. 2 companies, Northrop Grumman and SpaceX, are conducting resupply missions to the ISS, carrying food, supplies, scientific equipment. It keeps the station running and allows the astronauts to explore. Now, this program is highly successful, but it's just a beginning. Because with NASA's Commercial Crew program, SpaceX and Boeing are fine-tuning their human-rated vehicles with the goal of achieving safe, reliable, and cost-effective access to and from low Earth orbit and the International Space Station. Look at it this way. 100 years ago, there were no airlines. But just a few decades, and millions of people are traveling by air. You probably came here on an airline and never gave it a second thought, right? Over the next couple of decades, commercial space transportation has the power to transform our world in ways not seen since the dawn of aviation over a century ago. And one thing is certain. It's going to take creative thinkers and problem solvers like you to help us on this incredible journey through space. So now that you've been briefed, you're ready to become part of the future of space exploration. You ever wondered what it would be like to work at NASA? Well, whether you're flying the mission or whether you're supporting it from here on the ground, it takes a special kind of person. Someone who's willing to embrace and deal with these kinds of risks and challenges. Maybe somebody like you.
We don't know what the universe is made of. We don't know where the limits of the universe are. We don't know what dark matter is.
Nope.
We don't know.
Is it all figured out? No, it's not all figured out. It's never all figured out.
That's why it's so exciting.
It's just so much, and we know so little about it.
Why should we explore space when we have so many problems here on Earth?
People ask me this question all the time.
We don't take a rocket and fill it with dollars and blast it into outer space. Every dollar we spend is spent here on Earth. And that makes for a better economy.
It makes life better right here on Earth.
Amazing things have happened because of our space exploration. Cell phones,
Solar panels.
Environmental monitoring.
artificial limbs,
Communications.
pharmaceuticals, computer technology.
Solutions to problems here on Earth.
Just imagine what else will come.
So many more inventions and discoveries that we will use in our daily lives.
You only learn by really going.